Now, we typically associate courgettes with savoury dishes, but today we're taking a look at something a little bit different.
Yes, Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake is doing the honours, and she's divided the studio this morning because she's doing chocolate courgette bread. Is it a bread? Is it a cake?
Too funny. I'll be honest, it's more of a cake.
Yeah!
It's more of a cake, but hey, it's called chocolate courgette bread. We call it zucchini bread in the States, but you can also do it without the chocolate. This is the chocolate version, and it is fab.
Yes.
It is fab.
I've heard. No, a couple of the gang have had it already and said it's amazing.
Good. Well, we're starting with 450 grams of sugar and 3 eggs, okay? And we're just going to throw it all in the bowl. We're going to throw in 225 mils of vegetable oil and about 5 mils of vanilla extract. And then we're going to whip that up. One of the good things about this bread is that you don't have to whip it up perfect. In fact, once you add the courgette and the chocolate chips, you don't want to whip it up too much. If you overmix it, you don't get as nice of a result.
Okay.
So we've mixed together the sugar, the oil, and the eggs with the vanilla. Next.
Krissy, this is coming from the States, this recipe, is it?
Of course.
And is it featuring in your range now? Is it a seller in your range?
It is not on my menu, no.
Is it going to go?
After today, it might be.
I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I did make this once for someone with it's like a vegan chocolate mousse as the frosting, and that was really nice. It went over well, but no, it's not on my menu.
So what type of chocolate do you use?
What I'm adding is 50 grams of unsweetened cocoa with 30 grams of melted butter.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, and you mix that together, let it cool, and then you add that mixture to the sugar, egg, oil, and vanilla. So you see how that's changing now to a nice, deep, dark chocolate color? And you don't want to use hot cocoa, you want to use unsweetened cocoa. So to this now, we're going to add our courgette. Now, this is, one of the reasons this is such a nice moist cake is because we're baking with veg. Whenever you're baking with veg or fruit, you get a really moist cake. So we're using 30 grams of 250. Actually, I started using 300 grams of grated courgette, and I found that it was a bit much. Depending upon your oven, you want to use a fan oven for this, and I have found that not all ovens are created equal. Everybody's ovens differ a little bit.
Yes, of course.
If you use, depending upon how your oven is, if you find that your cake is kind of going down a little bit in the center, maybe use a little bit less courgette.
Krissy, we've just had a tweet in from one of our many celebrity viewers, Jake Carter, who, of course, was Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, a good pal of ours, directed by Panto last year. He just said, chocolate and courgette bread, just no.
Okay.
Now, Jake,
you haven't tried
I will keep you a slice,
Jake,
son.
get a pen, write it down, and I want to hear back from you later.
You will love it, son.
I'm going to have a few apologies after
Yes,
this.
you are.
You will.
I can't wait. I just can't wait.
So you're using courgette, by the way, and if you don't have a spiralizer, you can buy it like this, can't you?
I think you can. I never have. But
It's in bags.
You can also just use a manual grater, you know?
That's right.
Yes.
So what I've added now is 250 grams of self-rising flour. You could also use 300 grams of flour. You're going to get a bit more of a cakey result. But I've added the flour here, and mixed with that flour is, no comment, Simon, a teaspoon of cinnamon. I know you don't like your cinnamon, but you don't want to skip that ingredient. A teaspoon of, and I'm talking 5 grams, bread soda, also 5 grams of salt. So 5 grams each.
And we'll pop the full recipe up on our website.
Yeah, it's up there. And so cinnamon, salt, and bread soda, 5 grams each. And then here we have our chocolate chips. You want to use dark chocolate, okay?
Dark chocolate, okay.
You don't want to use milk chocolate. Or if you can't find chips, just break some pieces, but use dark. And you see that flour I've got in there? That's the self-rising. You want to mix your 5 grams of flour in with the chocolate chips, and what that's going to do is it's going to keep them from sinking down to the bottom of your cake. If you don't do that, you're going to just have a flood of
That's such a great tip.
Oh, very good.
So
otherwise, they just go to the base.
Yeah. So this will kind of keep them a little more buoyant.
Okay.
It won't make them completely buoyant, but it'll be better than had you not done it.
Yes.
Okay. Now I've got the whole mix done. We've got 2 loaf pans here.
Okay.
These have been greased. We're going to bake it at 160 for about an hour.
Oh, wow.
These make gorgeous muffins.
Wow, okay.
Bake those for 25 minutes instead. Do not overfill your loaf pans. If you find that you've got a little left over, then just make a couple of muffins.
Okay.
But I've made the mistake before of filling these too high. And
so about halfway up.
Yeah, about halfway up. So we're going to bake these now at 60 minutes.
Nice.
And when it comes out, you will find that you have a nice hot loaf that you don't want to cut into for at least 10 minutes. But they are fantastic when they're warm. Here we have a loaf, and I've cut some pieces all ready for you. Now, Simon, are you partaking today?
Well, I think in the interest of science research and Jake Carter, I think I should.
You gonna take one for the team too? Anna, that's yours.
There you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
Can I ask you, and I know this because I may have had a little sneaky taste earlier on, but you know the gooey, kind of hard corners?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't do anything to do it. The oil, the egg, the butter, those things combine to crisp up the edges, and also it's a fan oven. It just happens naturally. I didn't do anything special. What do you think?
Oh, I love it.
Honestly, that is just beautiful.
Did you hear that, Gary?
Jake, you listening, son?
Is it Jake?
Beautiful.
Jake Carter. Yeah, we're going to have to keep him a slice. We send him a slice, will we?
Take the cake, Jake. Krissy, that's amazing.
Gorgeous.
I'm glad you like it.
Good.
Something really different and very easy.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Thank you.